Grabando.
Sofia is the capital and largest city of Bulgaria. Sofia has been an area of human habitation since at least 7000 before Christ. Bulgaria merged with the local Slavic inhabitants in the late 7th century and in succeeding centuries. Bulgaria struggled with the Byzantine Empire and the Ottoman Turks. Bulgaria fell within the Soviet sphere of influence under communist domination ended in 1990. Bulgarians affirm that Bulgaria was a mixture in origin of many countries, and we can see this by analyzing ethnic groups present nowadays. Bulgarians represent the 79%, Turkish represent the 8%, Romani the 4.4%, and the others the 0.7%. Because of the many cultures that exist, there are also a lot of religions. 59% is part of the Eastern Orthodox religion. Muslims are 7%, and others, including Catholic, Protestants, Armenian Apostolic Orthodox, and Jewish, are the 1.7%. And that's the reason why I wanted to take advantage of visiting this country, so I decided to go to the Square of Tolerance, a block in which there are 4 different temples of 4 different religions. But before talking about my experience in Bulgaria, I will talk about my first stop in Nicosia, Turkish part of Cyprus, the place in which I visited the first mosque. Here, I had to take my shoes off, but nobody told me to cover my hair. The temple was big, but there were no seats, altars, or symbols. I did not have to pay to enter there, and I could take the pictures I wanted. The most curious thing was that there was a bookcase in which any person who entered the temple could take them by free. This generated a really different conception of religion to me. Some religions prefer to transmit their message to people rather than being avaricious. My next stop was in Sofia, Bulgaria, to a Slavic Orthodox church. It was prohibited to take pictures, but I hid the camera. I was supposed to cover my legs, my chest, and part of my hair. The experience here was really particular. This is one of the oldest Orthodox temples in Europe. It's the oldest Slavic Orthodox church. It was recognized independent in the year 870. The Bulgarian Orthodox Church considers itself an inseparable member of the one holy, synodal, and apostolic church, and it's organized as a self-governing body under the name of Patriarchate.
Богатырь ты будешь с виду, и казак душой. Провожать тебя я выйду, ты махнешь рукой, ты махнешь рукой. Сколько горьких слез украдкой я в ту ночь пролью. Спи, мой ангел, тихо, сладко, баюшки баю, баюшки баю. Стану я
Here we can see that people pass under the table, kiss the saints, take a leaf and go to their seats. I don't really know why this is, but maybe because when I went it was Palm Sunday. But they did it in every Orthodox temple.
Ты его моляся Богу, ставь перед собой, ставь перед собой.
Then I went to Sophia's mosque. We went 1 hour before in the video, but they told us that people were praying, so we couldn't enter to visit the church. But then, when 1 hour later, when we came, they told us that they had already finished and that we could already enter. So they told me I had to cover my legs and hair because I had a skirt. And outside the temple, a man gave me 2 handkerchiefs. I think this was the most beautiful temple I had ever visited, and also we didn't have to pay anything for entering here, because remember that in the Orthodox Church we had to pay just for taking pictures or videos. In this case, they didn't tell us anything, they just wanted us to visit and to know the religion. And I think the most beautiful thing that you're about to see in the video is the stained glass with a lot of colors and the way people received us. I think it was just incredible. There was also a part in which only women could enter, but the situation was really beautiful. If you could see in the roof, there were a lot of colors, and as I already said, there were stained glass, that it was just amazing. And my last stop was Sophia's synagogue. I didn't get to see it from inside because it was a Saturday and Jewish people in Saturdays, well, they rest, so the temple was closed for tourists. But I could take some videos that you're about to see from the internet, and I also did some research about how is Sophia Synagogue so important. So the Sophia Synagogue is the largest synagogue in southeastern Europe, one of 2 functioning in Bulgaria, and the 3rd largest in Europe. This is really important for the Jewish people that only represent almost the 1% of the population, but still this is a really touristic place and people really like the infrastructure of the temple. I just wish I could be able to enter here. The last thing I have to say is that this experience was really amazing. I'm a person that loves to know new cultures, and this is the best example to do it. And one thing that make me like really think about the conceptions we have on religion, especially in the Muslim religion. And we have to know that as you can see in this book, Muslims, what they want to do is to predicate what Allah wants to tell us. It's not what terrorists do, it's not what you see in the news, it's really what they want to transmit. It's really like the message and the value that the religion has. So I think that you can understand that by going to their temple, by seeing that they don't make you pay anything to go there. They just let you take their books by free if you want to read them. If not, it's okay. And I think that's just really representative, and it really changed my conception of religion and the Muslim religion completely. The other thing is that in the world there are just so many traditions that we are not able to understand. For example, one taxi driver was talking to me when I was in Sofia, and he told me that that Sunday, that was Palm Sunday, they were going to the church, I mean their temple, and they were going to throw eggs to themselves because they were supposed to hit them, then found them, and then have a fight with the eggs. And I don't know, I think that's just really interesting. And maybe, just maybe, if we start telling them that in Colombia a lot of people, a lot of Catholic people, do some kind of things, maybe it will be just as strange, and hopefully we will be able to make them understand something about us, just the same as they made me understand something about them in this travel.